all. We are going to be painting this squirrel today. Chelsea is going to be teaching us how to paint a raccoon today. So together, you are going to get a double tutorial. Now you will have, thank you so much, you will have the option to either do both or do one at a time. We will probably be painting in tandem, like one next to the other while we're working. Don't
I was just checking my phone to see if you're texting me. Why are you telling me to disconnect? No, canceled.
Okay. Yes.
How's it going? I was just saying that like I'm trying to get fall vibes going this morning, but it's like spring and hot, and there's panties everywhere. But I thought some hot coffee would put me in that mood. But also, maybe if we want to, if anyone feels like it, we can also Christmify our fall characters. But how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Hey Google, volume 2.
Let me see your raccoon. Hi, everybody.
He was my third try.
I like him. I think he's cute.
I like him too, and I like him on the tree because I've never really seen raccoons in my hometown except last year, like right before we left, in the middle of the night. I thought it was a cat fight. All this like weird noises, like really loud, and this crashing, and I thought it was a dead bear. I was like, "What is that?"
Oh my God!
We live right in the mountains, and I go outside, and there's these 2 raccoons in this huge cottonwood tree, massive.
Oh,
hi, Caitlin. And they broke a tree branch. Like they smashed it, and then they like ran down my driveway. And in the morning, I looked at it. It was a huge tree branch. So I like this one in the tree because it's very
representative of what you've recently experienced. Yes. Yeah.
What'd you say? Yes. A little bit of trauma with the raccoon. The only other time I've seen a raccoon really up close was I was on Galliano Island, which is by Vancouver Island, and I was a kid, and we were feeding them spaghetti, and like they were eating spaghetti like out of our hands, which I think the adults were pissed off about, but it was fun.
Yeah. Quick question for you, friend. Have you changed over your settings to adult or not yet?
No, I don't want to. Do I have to?
Okay. Well, I'm just asking because Pepper Jackie says she's not allowed to follow you. And she said she was following you before, but she's not sure what happened. So I don't know if that's she can't jump on your live right now, or if she can't follow you.
I got a big thing up here saying like maybe you should disconnect from Christine because you're not plus 18. Do you get that ever?
I used to when I would go live with Devin, but I don't get it anymore. So
I don't know. I don't know.
What
paper is that? Findy's paper?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So what size is that? I'm just wondering because you're doing like a portrait style.
5x7. I think it's her 5x7. Yep, it's her little one. It's her 5x7 little one.
Okay, cool. I will. What am I going to do? Let me just get a second piece of paper. There we go.
So Pepper Jackie, it's not really about how old you are. It has more to do with the fact that Chelsea is not on the 18 plus account. So I'm guessing that's just the mix up. It doesn't have anything to do with you. It's just the fact that mine is 18 plus and hers is not. I just found as a teacher, it's nicer for me to know that kids aren't necessarily jumping on my live every 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially if I'm going to be using, like, it's not that my language is bad all the time, but I don't want to get in trouble either. And I feel like I'm safer if I just keep it to 18 up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. So, and also, what was I going to say? They used to come on our lives all the time. I remember that they would come on.
They did. I still have a couple that come on, but not like they used to at all. I think.
But even on Instagram, they came on. Remember?
Yep. For sure.
Yeah, better play
I still
it
have one or
safe.
two that will come on, but that's it. Do you want to start? Are you starting to sketch?
I don't know what I'm doing. I was going to just start because you were chatting, so that's just what I like.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready.
So yeah, I was going to do a landscape for mine, and I like that yours is vertical, so that's kind of cute. And then I'm starting my branch. I was just going to start my branch.
I'm going to landscape too, right? I mean, I feel like I might have a
Yeah, but
harder
yours is
time if I
portrait. I
don't.
mean, your squirrel. Sorry, it's portrait.
Yes, my
Yeah.
squirrel is portrait. Okay, got it.
So I just have my branch coming right off the edge here, which I think is cute.
And you're using a
Um,
regular pencil, right? I'm using watercolor pencil.
I'm using a regular pencil, which is actually a mistake because guess what happened to my kneadable eraser? It melted.
Did you? Oh,
It melted.
from the heat? From the
Yes.
heat?
Yeah, heat, humidity, like just constant. My air conditioner broke, so yeah. So it's really weird and it doesn't really work anymore. So anyway, what I'm
Ooh.
saying is I'm gonna just have to use an eraser, a regular eraser to erase my lines.
Okay.
But I'm coming up here and I'm just kind of creating this like arch for the branch. I think if we can get our branch in place, and then if we want to add any extra leaves, and I was saying
And there's
earlier,
like a sweep down like this. I just want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. So
yep. So I'm
okay,
kind of
so
doing a big
kind of
like
comes up over
arch.
here, it comes down this way, and then it kind of branches off into a couple of leaves.
Yeah, I've got
Coming down
about
to
4
here.
different peace sign shapes coming off here. I was saying earlier before you came on, if we wanted to Christmafy this, we could like add some jingle bells down here, and I might just do that
Okay.
because I'm feeling in the mood.
Very
But also,
Christmassy.
I tried to put him on a stump earlier as well, so I guess that wouldn't really work. But if you want to, he could go on a mushroom or like that would be cute actually.
Okay.
Mushroom. Anyway,
And then
if
as
it's
far
cute
as you're
'cause
designing him, do you have the hands coming over here, like down here, and then the legs coming over in the back, and then the tails over the top of that? Is that correct?
yes, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's just get our tree. I'm like, yeah, I'm not there yet. Let's get our tree
Okay.
shape
I'm just
in here,
having a hard
and then we
time
can break
seeing the
off.
tree. That's why I'm like trying to get the visual here. Okay. Got it.
Okay. First thing we can do, what I did with mine anyway, is I created his butt. So I created this like big hump shape,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then I added his head on after as like a triangle, like kind of a soft rounded triangle afterwards. So I kind of created his butt in the same shape as that tree ish. And then his butt, I just keep that line going down, and then that kind of turns into his tail. Like
Okay.
that. Does that make sense? Kind of like
Yes.
kind of like looks like a fox tail, but keep that line going from the back of his butt down to his tail. And then that's also where your first leg starts. So I did like one leg over top, and I did one arm over top of the tree like that.
And the leg is shorter than the tail, correct?
The leg's shorter than the tail for me.
Okay.
You know what I did actually when I finished this? I was like, oh, this kind of looks like a red panda, but also who cares? Because they also kind of
Absolutely.
hang out in trees like that. What'd you say?
Absolutely. Who cares? Because
Yeah, and also
it's
like
not about
I was like, just
perfection.
make them brown if you guys want to do a red panda. I mean, they're not the same, but they also lounge over branches like that, which is kind of cute.
Yes.
So I have his arm coming up right beside his head. So I'm going to erase my head because I moved it over too much. But I have that arm dangling down, kind of at the same, like my leg and my hand is kind of ending at the same line here, like that. And then we can just kind of throw in a background leg and keep that background leg shorter than the foreground leg. And then same thing with the arm. I actually have my arm kind of at the same height as the foreground arm because I kind of like it looks like he's like wrapping over the tree. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yep.
So those are the same. If you're
It looks
actually
like fangs
trying
on mine right now. Mine look like fangs,
Fangs?
right now. That's okay. Look at, they look like fangs.
I'm like, you have fangs? Actually,
No,
you know
mine
what?
look
They have
like
sharp
fangs.
teeth. They kind of do have fang-like teeth. So,
Okay.
and then I think it's cute. So his head's probably too big proportionately, but I did that on purpose because the first two, where are they? I did more of like a realistic. Oh no, that's a different one. Look at this guy. He's kind of cute.
Aw.
That was kind of more of the scared cat pose. I can't find the other one, but I'm doing kind of like more like enlarged ears. So it's not as realistic. It's more illustrative. But so basically I'm doing kind of like probably a bigger head than it should be. So I would say that the head is actually about half, if not more, probably 3/4 the same size as the body. Do you guys know what I mean? So if I'm measuring
Yeah.
that, it's actually almost the same length. So I'm kind of doing that big triangle coming down. It actually kind of looks like a kangaroo. And then 2 big triangle ears here. I actually think kind of the bigger the head with some of these animals, the cuter. But,
I agree with you.
that's just me. I just think it's cute. And then the way I did his little nosy is I did like an oval at the bottom. Like, let's just put an oval down here at the bottom of his face. this makes any sense. And we're going to leave that white.
Okay.
Let's leave that white. And that's what's going to give us. And then we do 2 big, like, half moon eyes here. And that's his mask. And then, I don't know, I had green eyes on the first one. And then I was like, do raccoons have green eyes? But I just did mine black and white.
Yeah,
but whatever.
That makes sense.
You guys could do a different color of
I
eyes.
think their eyes are brown. I know. Trash pandas are so cute, Pepper Jackie, for
Trash
sure.
pandas are so cute. Oh my God, Caitlin, I keep them in the fridge. What do you keep them in the fridge? Oh my God.
You keep trash pandas in the fridge?
You keep trash pandas? We don't have raccoons here. What are you saying, Caitlin? What do you keep in the fridge? Possums? Like, I don't think we have raccoons here unless they're like a different, that's weird. Oh, sorry, I missed your comment.
My sketch is so jacked up right now. I'm hoping I can fix it.
I don't actually like, my face is looking very, for some reason, a very kangaroo-like. So I actually think that I just don't have a wide enough head. So I think I'm going to widen my triangle a little bit more. So that's the thing, you guys, when you're sketching, there is no perfect rhyme or reason. Sometimes it's just a feeling of, oh, you know what, that looks a little bit off and let's make it bigger here. I like big ears. They actually don't have that big of ears. These are definitely enlarged just because I think they're cute. Okay. And that's kind of it. That's kind of our thing. Okay. And the thing is, this is actually going to go really fast. I only did 2 layers on this.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if we want to just get down our gray layer. So we're going to go everything gray, except for the stripes on our tail. You could leave white. I actually did mine gray. I might leave mine white, and then his face here. That's just the paper. So there's no paint in there. There's no paint in his eyes or his little.
I'm like, am I going to need to resketch? I'm going to go in right now and start adding water.
Oh, you're starting? Okay.
I have to because I got to see if I need to redo it because right now I'm looking at it, I'm like,
It does. It is one of those animals that kind of needs those negative shapes, you know, to actually make the face and the tail obviously pop out because he is black and white. So your sketch is probably not accurate. Like, look how weird my eyes look. That's not what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
You know, you almost need those black eyes in there right away because that's what's going to give you.
Right now I'm actually more like working on the negative one because I did watercolor pencil in black and I just want to be careful.
I see.
So like, yeah.
Okay,
so, and because
I don't know.
No, I'm filling in with water is what I'm doing. And because it's watercolor pencil, it looks like I'm doing more than that. And you said we can start putting down that gray layer, right?
Yeah, I'm going to do like all gray except for his stripes on his tail and then that nose shape. And then we'll add the black in after. So we can just let that dry. And I might do my branch too, my under branch. But I'm going to go in first with my gray. Where are we here? So I'm just using really watered down black. Oh, that's green. Ew. Let's get rid of that. And... hey, Google, play Otis Redding. Let's put some Otis Redding on. That's fall music.
Good choices.
Yeah.
I approve.
What vibe of that Van Morrison was kind of a weird bluesy mix. Okay. Hey, Google, volume higher. So let's just get that. I probably went a little bit heavy. This ear is
definitely a little too big. So I'm going to have to like probably expand this ear a little bit more.
Oh, I don't know. He's pretty cute now that you got your paint on there.
Yeah, but this ear looks bigger than this one, and that doesn't make sense. So I'm kind of like, let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go.
So I'm just grabbing that gray.
So how weird is it to see everyone like doing fall right now and not be here for it?
I don't know. When I used to work in fashion, I had to design out of season all the time, so I'm so used to it. Like I remember having to design like woven knits in the middle of summer for like Japan, or sorry, not Japan, for like Norway and all that stuff. So I'm pretty used to it. Yeah. And honestly, the spring flowers have just started popping. So not that I'm saying that, but they're not that we even have a fall, but there's definitely like leaves on the ground that are always falling. These palm leaves, they fall all year. So I'm just kind of like, you know, when you're walking across like a big path, there's usually some fallen like gum tree leaves. So it's a bit fall-y. Everything falls.
Okay.
Everything's falling in this
Everything
country.
falls all the time.
Everything falls all the time. Constant fall. Okay, I'm gonna actually, if you guys want to add a little bit of indigo into your gray wash, that's cool too. Want a little bit of a
What paints
blue
are you
vibe.
using today? What paints are you using?
I hate that question because I have all my paints
Mixes.
out. Mixes.
Okay.
I think that this black is coming from Phoenix watercolor, and then there's a little bit of Winsor Newton indigo for sure mixed in there.
Oh, by the way, is anyone painting with us? I think Alexis might be. I think she said she was joining us, but then I haven't heard from her since. So,
Okay.
Anybody else painting with us today?
Yeah, let us know. I feel like, there's people here. I don't know if they're painting. Caitlin never answered my putting raccoons in the fridge
Alexis
question.
is here. She's eating tacos.
Oh, I wish I was eating. You know what, Alexis? We're on the same train. I had them last night. Taco Tuesday was my last night. Okay. Love it. I'm going to add my burnt sienna tree trunk or my tree branch. All right, y'all. All right, like that.
I would just like to give my son a shout out right now. He is working on his homework without me, and I'm super proud of him. 'Cause I know that part. Okay, don't be up there for 5 hours, please. You have 30 minutes, then come back down. Okay?
Okay. So I'm just adding my tree.
I had to make very clear to my daughter that I don't want her disappearing into the bathroom for the next 3 hours to take a bath.
Oh. Is she a bather?
Serious. She likes to like isolate herself whenever she can, probably to watch inappropriate things on a device. And I just want her to be mindful that I'm mindful that she disappears for long bits of time.
I know that you're gone.
Well, because the rule is in our house is that after dinner, they have to be downstairs for device time so that we're all present and we can all kind of hear what's going on and know that they're, she's 12. So I just want to make sure she's staying safe, and they're allowed to be in their rooms before dinner on their devices. But after dinner, they need to be here. And I think sometimes she uses quote unquote taking a shower as an opportunity to not be downstairs. And the last couple of times she's been literally up there for 2 hours. And I'm like, dude, I know you're not taking a shower.
Yeah, you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
We have like a strict no devices in the bath. Basically because I remember once, I mean, we don't have a laptop, but they just have a pretty old iPad that they use. But my husband very nearly dropped his laptop in the bath while I was in it. And I'm like, I'm going to die. This is like, you're going to electrocute me. Obviously, that probably wouldn't happen, but we just have a strictly a no. Sometimes I'll put an audiobook out and I'll just put the iPad like outside the door of the bath. But that's a recent thing.
I mean, I've done the whole strict no iPad in the bathroom thing. But it never seems to work because every time I, know a child
you can't
is in
freak
there,
them out that
I'm
they're
like,
going to get like electrocuted.
No, that doesn't matter. It's not usually the two younger. It's usually they don't believe me. They don't believe me.
They don't care. Oh
yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna go into my. Lexus is definitely painting with us, but she says she's gone rogue, and Heidi is definitely painting with us. Or at least Heidi said she was painting with us. So.
Yay.
And what brush are you using? Just so people know like what our supplies are. I think I got yelled at last time by TikTok for not saying what supplies I was using.
Oh, okay. I'm using Paint Crush. This is Christy Rice's, but I am using, what did I use on this guy? I think that was a quill brush. Did I drop a quill brush in there? Don't remember.
Maybe I'm using a quill brush as well. I'm using mine.
Quills are really good for nice even washes. So this is burnt sienna, and I've just dropped a little bit of burnt umber. Actually, I need to just spray down my paint just a second. What are you using? What paper are you using?
I'm actually so my paints are CJ's. I'm using my little flower or my little leaf palette.
Cute.
Because I like the grays in that palette, though I may have to pick up some darker tones like an indigo or a Payne's gray when I get to, darkening up this raccoon. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks for sharing, Pepper Jackie. We appreciate you. And Aduma's here. Thanks, Aduma, for hanging. Who else do we have in here?
Caitlin's here. Katie's here. I'm sorry, I've started my second layer, which I probably should stop because we have to start yours. But I'm like, oh, that dried really fast.
That's okay. And I am using Meeden paper, by the way. I am using Meeden.
Yeah, so mine. This is medium. There we go. So I'm just using that same black that I used for the wash, and I'm just kind of doing some jaggedy stripes here. So the jaggedy, the better, because then it kind of looks like fur. You know, jag it up. And like that.
It just went in way
And
too
then
dark on
I
those
also
eyes.
darken their paws. I don't know why. I guess maybe I thought they had nails, but yeah, if you want to do a little bit of a darker tone on their paws. Actually, this guy I did add nails to his front forepaws because they're scrappy. Mel's here, yay! Yeah, is anyone else painting with us over here? God, fuck! I just got hungry. Sorry, I just swore. Every single time. Oh, I got a pear. Never mind. But I forgot about my pear slices.
Oh.
Hi. Okay.
Everyone was living today. Mel lived, I saw today. I saw you were living. Bindi was living.
Oh.
I came home and there was a whole bunch of you on. I was like, woo! Everyone's
hi party.
Action today. Love it.
Yeah, I gotta warm up or else I'm not gonna be able to do a tutorial.
I did not warm up at all today, so whatever you get, you get.
You've been awake.
Well, yeah,
I just woke up.
I had I don't know.
Your brain's been brain.
We had staff development today, and those days are really difficult. So there are the days where the kids aren't in school, and while you think that's like a vibe, and you're like, sweet, you don't have kids today, that'll be fun. No, you have to sit and listen to people talk to you about how you can be a better teacher. And
it's like you have
sometimes
school.
that is valuable when you're stuck sitting in a chair all day for 8 hours. It is a lot. It is a lot for us, and we're very.
So you don't get to just do your own thing and prep your class.
No, I wish that's
kind of what we do in our. Oh, that sounds like a lot. Can you be sick for those days, or do you get points?
I'm trying not to be because I don't want to get in trouble for not being at work on days they find important. So other people do, but I'm not in a position to. So okay, I need to just let this dry because I'm going to go in it with other stuff, and I want to kind of let it dry on its own because
my branch has bled into his belly. Hi, Johnny. Thanks for the rose.
Oh, Heidi, we're working. Yeah. Hi, Vanessa. I definitely want, if I were going to do this again, I would make this a much chunkier one because I love the big, like the chunky raccoons because they've got so much belly and they're so cute. The other ones that I really like, you've been, I mean, you would know the coatimundis, like those coatis in Mexico. I love those because they're like the Mexican trash pandas and they're so darn cute.
They're so cute.
They're so cute.
I mean, and they
look like little candy cane tails. They're
so
little candy cane tails. They're so cute.
Sorry, I'm just getting my eyeball in here.
No, that's all right. I definitely just need to let this dry though, because I'm not going to be able to get.
I like your wet on wet tail though. I was going to say it's actually nice to do a little bit of wet on wet on that tail because then it kind of bleeds in and doesn't just look like your stripes are sitting on top. Okay, let's move on to yours.
Okay. All right. So I'm sure a lot of you have seen this one, but this is the one
where
we have it like sitting on the stump. So I love painting stumps. I don't know why. I just think they're fun. So I think what I'm going to do is I think it'll be easier for everybody if we make the stump first and then make the squirrel second.
Okay. So first of all, can we just talk about your color of your squirrel? What is that so that I can get that ready? Or is that just a dirty water?
It's this one. It's the one. It's the CJ one. Yep. So this is basically like, imagine like a, like the Caliente gray from Daniel Smith, kind of a warmer toned gray. Now, if you would rather do a red one or even a black one, that can be a vibe too. Like, I think that, you can do your squirrel pretty much any color. Yeah. Black is fun. But you got to be careful with the black because it's easy to overdo it and then have it be so black that you're not seeing all the little details. But I don't paint with gray enough, and I love CJ's gray. His gray is my favorite. So it just seemed like the perfect combination, especially with these red tones on here. I could use it for this stump. So Chelsea is already way ahead of me because
I'm just listening to you talk about colors.
Well, and here's why I know, because when we start sketching ourselves, I feel like I need to sketch by looking at your finished piece sometimes. And when I'm watching you sketch your own here, it's not as easy to see. So like I kind of understand why like you sketched right away so that you could see like my image. I totally get it. Okay.
Totally.
So I'm gonna do basically.
And somehow I try to like keep somehow it's hard to get the angle, but it is nice to look at the original even when you're painting,
Yep.
Paint fades. So I'll do that when we go to that next layer.
We all have to use our own illustrations to guide us the next time we go around. That's for sure. And I'm still waiting for my husband to set up my iPad. So I still have like literally everything I've painted has been without a visual representation, which has been a giant cluster. I hate it. Like I need some sort of reference.
You don't have an iPad?
No, I don't have an iPad. I told you that it went through the washing machine. Remember?
It what? Just a second. Hey, Google, volume lower. We're getting a little bit crazy with our Otis Redding. It went. You never told me that.
Yes, I did.
I absolutely. I would remember that.
Yes, I did.
This is why you can't have iPads in the bathtub. Just say.
No, this is not why it went through the washing machine. I don't know why. I think what happened.
How did it fit in the washing machine? Okay,
I don't know. I'll say. So I came home from work, and Wayne was like, "So I actually have legitimately, like, I'm not teasing or joking. I actually have not great news." And I'm like, "Okay." And basically, he's like, "Your iPad is done." And I'm like, okay. I'm like, why? And he's like, so I didn't realize I was putting it in the wash. Like he picked up the laundry bin. And here's my guess. The child that's upstairs taking a bath right now probably put it on top of the laundry bin and then threw clothes after her shower on top of it. And nobody saw it.
Or heard it go bang, bang, bang.
He dumped the laundry in the laundry because we have a top loader. He probably flipped the hamper over the top, and it just went in. And
what size is your iPad? Because I don't even know if mine would fit. I mean, well, yeah, maybe I was.
We have big ones. We have, in the States, everything's big. So honestly, I think it just was. It was like he's like, I don't.
Didn't they hear it go bang,
dude?
Bang,
I even posted about it too. I don't know. Yeah, I posted
about it.
You
never told me that story because I would have sent you tons of memes about how annoying husbands can be. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
all right.
So level.
Let's do the squirrel. I'm gonna. You can ask me more questions, but let me get the squirrel down. Okay. So basically,
sorry to hear.
I like to do like a kidney bean shape. So when I look at him, I see kind of like this kidney bean shape here.
Okay.
And then I give him like an egg head. So like an egg on top of the side of a kidney bean is kind of what I'm going for. Okay. Okay. That's just how I visualize
sorry, I'm gonna sneeze.
I just like I like identifying what the shapes are going to be, and so kidney bean.
It's like a Dumas kidney martini. She did. That was actual kidney. I was like, ugh.
Oh my god, her actual kidney. Yeah. So then you can kind of like curve this in a little bit, or maybe like a Cheeto, if you like a Cheeto puff, if you'd prefer. And then I put like the egg shape kind of on top, where the point of the egg is kind of where the nose is going to be, like this. So you should see like this is the egg shape on top of the kidney bean, or the, cashew shape, whatever,
We can say kidney bean.
Okay.
Jelly belly?
And then, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. And then over here is where I kind of like pick up the arm elbow a little bit, like right there. And then I like making his little hands like dip down kind of like this.
Okay, I can't totally see, but I
I'm
got you.
So you guys can see.
Okay, there we go. Yeah,
so kind of like that. And then his legs are going to kind of where that kidney bean curl is. That's where his legs are going to curl here, like that thigh. And then right here is where you would like create the bottom of his foot, like that. And then how much you tuck him over is up to you. And then if you want to,
is that
just
one arm or is that two arms?
Yes, I have not put the two in yet.
Oh, okay, I get it.
The one arm is going to tuck behind.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
And then this one will kind of tuck behind it. And then the same thing with the leg. There'll be another one kind of tucked here, like that. So that's like the body, which I think is the hardest part, is sometimes making the body shapes. But then the ears are really cute. Like they kind of pop up straight. They're skinny and they kind of, you want like a little tuft at the top. So I'm going to really like start with this one here. This one's going to be kind of over in this section of
Everything
the egg.
looks like a kangaroo today. Okay.
You know what? Somebody said that about my
Look at
deer
this.
today. So
Looks like a kangaroo. I'm like,
no, it looks like a squirrel. I see it. I see the
I'm
squirrel.
gonna have mine holding an acorn, just because I think.
Yeah,
it's
do
cute.
it. Yeah, do it. So we've got kind of that ear shape, and then you want like this other ear to be tucked on the other side. Like you can't see it connected to the head, but you can see it kind of behind the head. And I like the idea of it being kind of curled over a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's cute, and it's
make that
shorter
as
than the
wide as-
other ear, obviously.
Correct. Yep. And then down here is where you're going to have the nose. You're going to put an eye here, kind of over on this side of the face. And then if you want to, I did my kind of like a side eye, like on the side of the face. So it's like a profile, but
Roll
it's like
up
a
some
half a
side eye.
profile. Like
Okay.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, feel free to tap. We certainly don't mind a tap, so people can come and hang out with us while we paint. Your shirt is very pretty, by the way. I really like the print on that.
Thank you. I've got 3 of them.
Okay, so tail time. Tail time is fun. So basically, you're
Tail
going to
time's fun.
swirl. Don't worry about the line work or anything like that. You just want like a real like scoop coming off the top, close
What,
to
Johnny?
the head.
Johnny says the what? The tail? What? He has
I
a
don't know.
question. There.
And
I
then
don't know.
down here,
Okay.
try and keep the bottom of the tail pretty wide near the booty. And then you can feel free to like a wave in the ocean, very much so. Johnny makes waves all the time. It looks just like Johnny's waves. No, it doesn't.
That looks
but,
like
you know.
Johnny's tail. Yeah, okay. There you go. I hope you're painting the
I
squirrel,
almost
Johnny.
like to make the tail as big as the squirrel, if you can. And then feel free to make it nice and tall.
All right. I think I might do brown. I'm not sure. Did you do any brown
Yeah.
ones on your
There's
practices,
a
or
little
did you
bit
just
of
go
tone
gray?
in here. No, I did gray. I did do, so all of my practices are in here. I did do a chipmunk, but it felt super illustrated. It felt almost digitally illustrated. It's cute, but it was not as loose as I wanted it to be. So
Yeah. Okay.
I
Is
did
that
use these
marker?
colors on the,
Oh no.
no, it's paint. I
Oh,
painted it.
it almost looks
Yeah.
markery.
I think the white might be. I might have used marker for that, but I'm not sure if I used marker or if I used bleed proof white. Either is very possible. Okay, and then so the tail here is really going to pop down close to the neck. Like I'm really going in very close to where that neck is. That's wonderful. I love it. And then when we paint this in, you can really play with those big brush strokes on the tail to create that textured effect. Yours does not look like a kangaroo at all, friend. You're good.
A little bit. I think it's his hands. Like
It
if I
looks
put
like-
like a skinny tail up here, it'd be a little kangaroo. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'll fix it
that's
with
true.
the paint. I'm just trying
Okay.
to decide what color I want to do.
Yeah, so it is color time. You guys can do whatever color squirrel you want. I'm going to lean into the gray. So basically, I would just do a wash over the whole one. And if you're not familiar with that, that just basically means you're going in with a very watery layer of paint. And I might just mix this gray over here with this dark umber color and then go in with a wash that way.
So all your colors today are CJ's palettes.
Correct. Because
Okay.
those palettes are perfect for fall. And I used them for most of my tutorials this week. And I don't use them enough, admittedly, but it felt like the perfect for all of the little creatures, the little woodland guys.
Okay, so you're using a quill brush.
Quill brush
Yes.
from Meeden. I'm using my Meeden paint or paper, and then I'm using CJ's paints.
Okay, I'm just gonna erase a lot of this here.
And I will, when we're done, I will try and tag him in a like highlight post. So if you guys just like, if you want to see where you can find his paints, you can check it out that way.
Okay, I'm just erasing this without my needle eraser, which sucks. socks. What's happening with your feet? Are you doing like little toes
I
or
will put
whatever?
little,
Is that
I will
just
put little claws on there, and I'm going to put little
okay?
claws in his hands too.
Okay.
But right now I'm just hitting it with water and that tone. And then we
Okay.
can
I'm
build up
actually
some of the
going to
layers
use,
later.
I think, a little bit of Indian red, which I don't like saying, but that's the color. So there we go.
I know.
I don't know. I just don't like, I don't use that word
I
anymore.
know.
Anyway,
It sounds really like racist. I understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was like a big thing that got sent out to my kids' school a few years ago. You know, we have to use indigenous, and I know obviously there's India, but
Right.
I'm pretty sure Indian red is not named after India. But am I wrong?
You know
Does
what
anyone
though?
know
To
that
be fair, I don't know. I mean,
origin?
it depends on where the origin is. Yeah, like if the origin
Exactly.
is
So maybe I'm
Europe,
wrong. If anyone wants to
maybe.
Google that for me, where's Kendra? Kendra's the best. Googling like facts, and so is Deanna, but I don't think she's here. Oh, you did that really quick.
Yeah, it's just a wash. I just went over it with, and when you have a cool brush, it's really easy to just throw the water down and move it around.
Okay, let's get this handy.
And then obviously in some of these areas, like because I used pencil, you're seeing the darker bits in there a little bit more. So like the line work is a bit more evident because I didn't really do any line work with my brush. The watercolor pencil just kind of creates that. So. All right. And then for my stump, I just use some of these warm tones. I think I'll start off with the cooler brown tones first and then kind of build up the reds in there as I go.
Sorry, I'm just texting my husband back. All right. Let me see. Oh yeah, okay. So you are using, I think I'm gonna do like I was gonna do a black, like a burnt stump, you know, from an old forest fire.
I definitely told you on a
That's a little
live.
bit
I
depressing.
absolutely told you when you were living that my iPad went in the washing machine, but maybe you were distracted.
I didn't see that.
Yep.
I think I would have remembered that because that's crazy.
Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh my God," and I'm like, "Yeah, it sucks."
When?
Weeks ago, because this
How
happened
long
like
ago?
back in October, like way like middle of October. This happened. I've been without an iPad for at least a month.
So was it an iPad Pro? Because they're twice as expensive. I'm just
Pepperjack.
curious.
Okay, so
how much would you have
Ashley
killed your
Googled it.
husband?
Oh, I know. Hold on. Let's see. Ashley says that Google tells me it's related to the country. Pepper Jackie says it could be related to how red the land is, how much clay is in the soil. You mean in India? Maybe. I don't know. Like in the country of India, maybe, possibly. Maybe Bindi would know. I mean, she lived in India for quite a while when she was growing up, so she might know if the name originates there or not.
Yeah, Johnny, can't you tell us? You know this stuff, don't you? He's here. Tell me, Johnny.
Ashley says it's originated in the country. So Ashley says earthy bluish red color that historically came from iron oxide pigments imported from India.
Mhm.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, all right. So I'm allowed to say Indian red.
Yeah.
Indian red. I don't know why I don't like saying it, but also I think it's
I know
funny
why.
that there's
We
certain
live in-
colors. I'm just not allowed to say that word, but yes. Certain
Well, when you live
colors,
in a
it's so
country
funny.
where they name everything
Yeah.
after, the native people who they called Indians, it's hard to not worry that it's,
Yeah.
I get it. I felt the same
I
way.
actually saw, and I was going to ask you how you feel, but we also don't even need to have this conversation. But I did see a lot after Halloween about how some people were upset about people dressing up for K-pop. But then I think,
wondered
then a
about
lot of
that,
people were
actually.
sort of like, it was kind of similar to that whole Moana thing, because I think
Yep.
that there was a few Korean people on the feed I was reading. It's like, we love that you're doing that because you're showcasing if you're dressing up as a character, that it's okay, but you're not just dressing up as a Korean. Oh, Johnny said I gave you the answer. Hindi red. What? Oh, Bindi red. Okay, I'm not reading the chat. Here we go. They just shortened it to India red. No, they didn't. It's from Indiana, he said.
Got it. Just
never mind. That's why I don't read
mind.
the chat, because you're not helpful.
Hey,
the brand
I'm always
of the
helpful.
Indian red is, pardon?
I'm always helpful. Shut up.
It's from Indiana.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm just going to call it Indiana red. That actually, then I can say it and I won't feel weird about saying it. But yeah, what did you think about K-pop? Like, did you see lots of K-pop in
I saw
Halloween?
tons of it, tons and
Yeah.
tons. I mean, it's what that cultural appropriation thing is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you,
Mm-hmm.
right. So I don't know. It's hard because like, you know, the company that's making all the money off of it is monetizing off of a culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I don't know that, you know, to be fair, I don't know, like, you know, Netflix is making a ton of money off of this movie, and I think I told you in the chat earlier when you were live that Sony originally owned the rights to it, and they sold it because they didn't think it was going to be a moneymaker, and I'm sure they're
Oh.
regretting that now. Like, I don't know that anyone knew it was going to blow up like it did. Like, literally, my daughter told me at the beginning of the summer about it, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "No,
Mm-hmm.
we need to watch it. Mom, you're going to love it." That's what she told me. And now this is the same daughter that's like, "It's overplayed."
Over it?
I'm like, I
She's
know.
what? She's over it?
Yeah, my oldest is
Yeah.
over it. My son is not. My son loves it so much. He goes to bed to the music every night.
Oh my
Every
gosh.
night.
That's amazing.
Ooh,
My
look at that
son's not
black
into it.
stump. That black stump
Yeah,
is
like the black stump.
amazing.
The
That is
black
cool.
stump. I'm just
And
adding
then,
some
guys,
like
just so
little
you know,
stump rings.
we're very much doing like wet on wet technique right now. So we're just kind of laying paint in and it goes where it goes. And we manipulate it a little bit with our brushes, hope for the best, and just, you know, let it dry. Like, you know, especially this stump. These stumps can be so fun to really play with because there's
They are fun.
no, you know, regulations as to where those lines go.
Yeah,
And,
super
you know,
organic. Just go for it.
yeah, I mean, the only
Um,
thing I would recommend is try and leave some white space for yourself so you can build up some more later as it dries. That would be my only suggestion with the stump stuff.
oh my God. Johnny said, don't ask me where Van Dyke Brown comes from. Okay. Is it Van Dyck
Okay, I
Brown?
won't.
No. Oh God.
What? Did
So
you say Van
I'm gonna
Dyke?
say it now because I know I'm not gonna get in trouble because when I live with other people, but I'm not allowed. So everyone who follows me and asks me this question all the time on all my lives, and I've had such a hard time talking about it because every time I say it, I get a violation. So I'm not gonna get violated today because when I live with other people, they're not on me as much. But you're not allowed to say Hooker Green. Did you know that?
Oh,
So
I'm not
I've been
surprised.
calling it hockey green. So now I just want everyone to know that when I'm not saying the green, it's not gatekeeping. I'm not trying to say that. And everyone's like,
Mm.
yesterday on my live, they're like hockey green. Okay, what's that? Where's that? I was like, it's
Oh,
not really hockey. I was like, it sounds like looker, but it starts with an H. And I think everyone was like, what is happening with this live?
yeah.
Just like, anyway, so hooker green, which is another one. Where's that one come from, Johnny? Van Dyke,
Yeah.
Dyke. They should ban cobalt blue, whatever. They should ban Prussian blue. Okay, we're getting off topic here, but yeah, so that's what I
Very.
mean when I say hockey green. I don't know if you have codes for that or if that ever comes up for
No,
you,
I
but
do find that there are certain things TikTok is really funny about. So like anytime I've used a pig emoji, it blocks
oh,
me. Like I like for whatever
what kind of pig
reason, it
emoji?
identifies pig as a insult and
Oh,
offensive. So anytime I've used one, just in not in a bad way. Like if I saw someone who painted a pig and I was like, oh, look at that. I think it was a pug. And I think I put like, look at that little piggy. And I got in trouble. Like, you know, they were like, that's a violation. I'm like, what do
oh,
you mean? So it gets funny
interesting.
about certain things. Yeah. I'm going to go back into this stump with the back end of my brush. And I'm just going to like basically create some lines here to let the pigment sit into those grooves, which is fun. So you don't have to do that, but I'm definitely doing that
I think I
because
made
the
my
pigment that's already
guy
on
too
here will just kind of
skinny.
fall into place on those pieces.
Right. And you're doing some leaves, laughing with you guys, not at you. What? Hi. I wish it was funny about the bots. What are we talking about? There's
I
bots?
know. Well, the bots are the
What?
ones that block us. They're the ones that say
Oh,
like, "Oh, that's not okay. You can't do that." You know what I
right.
mean? Yeah.
Don't say hooker. I mean, yeah, I wish they would
Mm-mm.
rename that paint. I think it is kind of strange. Does anyone know? Oh, yeah, I Googled that one. That was the name of the guy who named it. It was like James Hooker. I made that up. I don't know his first name.
Oh.
That's why it was
Okay.
named that, because I was like, can someone please change the name of that green? Like, why is it called Hooker? But yes, that was his last name. But
Yeah,
now here we are getting blocked on TikTok.
I know.
So
It just
it's
gets
annoying.
funny about certain things.
Oh, I
Last
think we
week,
should
I
go back
think
to our
was it?
raccoon.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Because I'm actually overworking this stump now, so I'm going to set that aside.
Okay.
And so I just want to talk about his face a little bit because mine looks so weird. And the reason it looks weird is because I haven't stuck his nose or his whiskers in there. So I just need to get my eraser. Did I tell you, Johnny, that my kneadable eraser melted? So now I
When
don't
did this
even
happen?
know.
Did this happen like before Feather
It
Friday?
just happened last week. My air conditioner
Yeah.
broke. Yeah, it was. Yeah, last week it was like this. We had this crazy heat wave. They actually almost closed the school, so they closed the school down. Wow, I think I actually just erased some of my paper. They closed the school and send kids home. In like North America, they send kids home if it's like a certain temperature of cold. I don't know if it's like minus 20 or whatever it is in Canada, but here they send kids home from school if it hits 40 degrees.
Okay.
And it hit 38. So I was like, am I going to pick up my kids? Anyway, that same day my air conditioner broke. So I was like, oh my God. And that's when my paper was all wet. Like, it was so weird. It was hard to paint. The humidity was crazy. And then my kneadable eraser just melted. And you know what? Obviously it's like hardened up again, but it's not the same. It's not the same, once they've melted. Anyway.
Is the tip of the tail black? I just want to make sure.
Mine is.
Okay.
Yeah. And this one's even like I did like quite a pointy one here, so that could be fun. This one's a little bit more squared off. Look, I stuck my hand in paint and there's some brown over there. Oh wow, that can turn into a leaf. That can turn into
So
a
you've
leaf.
never used today on your live, you said you'd never used what do you call it? Magic erasers for erasing work before? Is that true?
No. That's true.
Oh.
I don't lie.
And just because
No,
you
have
didn't feel
you?
comfortable about it, or
I just don't really erase my work that much. Like, do you mean eraser lines?
no? I mean paint.
No, I don't really erase that much.
Okay.
Like, do you? I mean, the only time
I
that
do
I've
if there's
ever
a splatter. If there's a splatter and I'm like, no. And then I have to go back and fix the splatter. I use Magic Eraser for that.
Yeah, the reason I don't really do that is because I scan most of my work and digitalize it, and so I just erase it on Photoshop. If I have a big
Okay, that
mark,
makes sense.
so the only
Yeah,
time
that makes sense.
the only time that I actually like when I was saying today about my X-Acto knife is I was framing some original pieces for this flower shop in Canada, and I think there was like a tiny little mark, and I don't know if it was just dirt or it was like a piece of paint, but yeah, you can just scrape off, but I never go back in. And that's why I was asking about the magic eraser. Like, Johnny, have you done this? Have you actually magic erased and then repainted over top of it? Because magic eraser actually, there's chemical in there, right? Well, the ones I have are. So I just kind of figured it would erode the paper, but I just don't erase my paint. But, that's just me. If I have to clean something up, I definitely do that.
It's kind of like lifting. So it's not even like, it's really like lightly lifting the paint off. I don't really see
I had
it
no
as
idea you
like,
did that. Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Yeah. I have a whole box of them over here. Actually.
Let's see them, because do you cut them up really small?
Yeah. I rip them actually. I rip them into pieces.
I do not know.
Well, if I knew where they were, I would pull them out. I'm not sure where they are at this moment. But
No,
yeah,
not
basically
me.
like I'll sit here and I'll just be like rip and then I'll dab and lift things out when my brush isn't doing it the way I want it to.
Oh, maybe we
Does that
should do
make
a
sense?
demo. Mel says, just embrace it. We don't know how it can affect the paint composition. And then Aduma says, I've done it before. And then Johnny says, I don't want to be here. Just kidding. He said negative.
Oh, he's never done it.
Couldn't imagine erasing
Donnie's
paint.
work is perfect. There's never anything wrong with his work, so why would he need to erase it, right?
It's pretty good. Oh yeah, he says, I can't imagine erasing paint. I guess like for me, if I stick my hand in, like I'm having a hard time sometimes on my lives because if I'm painting on the other side of my paper.
Yes, like it
I
gets on
stick-
the bottom of your hand and you lean on the paper and then you've got a smudge. But I mean,
Yeah.
Johnny, you do the whole page. Like you don't do a lot of like white backgrounds either. So that's why I would imagine you probably don't use it as much as maybe I would.
But even that, like if I'm smudging off here, like there's a couple of things, I don't know if I'd go back and paint it, But I'd like to see you demo that sometime because
Yeah, I
that's
can do that.
curious. I'm kind of interested. or I can't remember who was on my live who was saying that, but like right now, if you wanted to say erase his eyes, do you think you could go back in
No,
and redo
no, I
black?
don't do it that way. It's literally like a smudge on the edge. Like
Oh, okay. Well, then that
it's
would be
on the
okay. So you look
edge.
like a smudge
I've
his
got like a
nose.
smudge.
Oh,
I'll lift it
okay.
out. I don't go over the whole. There's no way I could go over the whole painting and erase something. It's literally like going in with paper towel and lifting something out, but it does a better job than paper towel does. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Okay.
no, I
It's
think
just
that
like it's a
I was
better, it's
concerned
a
about
more
because
effective sponge
I just totally
than
knocked my nose. Just one sec. Today it was because I was trying to lift out this like yellow flower, and so I thought she was kind of saying, "Hey, have you ever like just erased it and repainted?" And I was like, "Oh
oh.
no, that's interesting, but I don't know how that would go. I have to now redo my whole nose because I smudged my nose." Oh well, I'm just gonna blend that
We've
gray
all
out.
been there, friends. As you well know, we've all been there.
Yeah, and also this black is very black, and so he doesn't actually completely come out. You know, most pigments you can get out, but this is a very high saturated, so that's just gonna be
Yeah.
gray now.
Yep.
Johnny says me, no white background, question mark. Yeah, he does do quite a bit of white background, but
Does he?
I don't know what we're talking about anymore. And
I feel
I'm
like he does a
dealing
lot of like skies and stuff, and like he does like the full on like Yupo water everywhere. That's why I was saying I don't think I see him do a lot of white backgrounds.
yeah,
But
I guess it's
admittedly,
flowers
I
he
am not
does.
on your lives a lot, Johnny. I should be a better person, but alas, you're on really late,
Alas.
and I just don't have the. Especially during the week, I cannot be on that late watching a live as much. I'll watch yours on Friday nights, but that's about it. Between you and Aduma, and sometimes Melanie, or that one time you did the haunted house one. I was able to stay on for that for a little bit, but it's hard because like
Yeah, I
sometimes
don't
I need to look at a pattern while I'm crocheting and you guys are
crocheting.
painting.
Yeah,
So then I'm
yeah.
like flipping back and forth between your live and the pattern. So like,
Oh, I do that all the time on people's lives. I'm flipping through like lots of different things, mostly like my WhatsApp messages because I'm this like it won't let
mm-hmm,
me open onto the side. It will if I'm on the
mm-hmm,
iPad. Actually, if I'm on my iPad, I can watch someone's live and then flip it down and go back
mm-hmm,
to a
yeah.
different app, but I can't do that on my phone. Okay, I
Mm.
got a lot of dirty water. I gotta switch my water. One sec. Whee! Switching water.
Oh, thanks, Aduma. My raccoon is looking better than I first thought it would. Admittedly, I had some moments of panic when I was putting this down. I was like, oh no. Oh, did you put speckles on the feet or on the
Yeah, I
legs?
did. Sorry. I did.
No, that's okay.
I was kind of just
And then
like
are
chatting
the
to you
ears
and
black? Do the ears, are they black or no?
mine do. I
I
just put
feel
black on the inside like that.
okay. What?
I'm finally done.
Oh, you
Actually, my
are?
first one I did. Thanks, Katie. Thank you,
Wait, hold
Angela.
on. I tried to do a raccoon, but then I think I ripped it up because I was so frustrated. I was like, nope, not doing it. This is much better. This is much, much better.
I've really got a lot of Okay, I'm gonna work on my tree branch a little bit, so I'm just gonna bring in my burnt umber. Ooh, good song. Hey Google, volume higher. Got a good song on. If anyone is tree branching, feel free to add a few different browns. Just a bit of variety here.
All right. So at this point, are you done teaching? I can just kind of go rogue and play? Or do you have more
Yeah, I'm gonna
teaching to
add
do?
some leaves like this, I was gonna do a little bye, Numa. Love you. Thank you so much, Michael. I'm not sure, but thank you. Yeah, I just did some fall leaves on the end of mine. I was gonna maybe do some Christmas baubles, but maybe I'll do that in some another piece. Keep it fall.
I did a lot of doodling today for the holidays. I'm hoping it'll paint the paint will work out with the doodle ideas that I have.
Oh, the paint will work out. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like for when I start, because I'm going to start next week. I think I'm going to start doing Christmas stuff next week. But I needed, like, I have not done any Christmas painting at all, not really. So,
Well, I was gonna say, and I said this to a bunch of people. How long are we allowed to do pumpkins for? Because you guys, so in Canada, like I usually end pumpkin season at Halloween because we had
yeah,
Thanksgiving already in October, but you guys still have Thanksgiving, so you could probably get
yeah.
away with like I think I'm gonna paint pumpkins with a Duma because not a Duma. Oh my god, my brain, Bindi, and I was like, yeah, we can totally still paint pumpkins, right? Because there's pumpkin pie and all the things.
Correct. Yep.
And when is your
I
Thanksgiving?
Our Thanksgiving is not until the end of November, which is kind of why I did not jump into Christmas right away. I honestly
Like
just wasn't
what's the
ready.
date?
The date, it's there's no specific date. It's always
Oh.
like the second or last Thursday of November. So I want to say
Okay.
it's like the last week of November this year. It's a Thursday, maybe the 28th. If anyone wants to like add in there what that actual date is, I'm not really entirely sure. Pepper Jackie, they also have a football face. No, the raccoons have a football face? Yeah, I mean, possibly. I don't actually have any sort of visual in front of me. I'm just going based on what Chelsea painted. So,
Yeah, and
and
I've
then
kind of like bled my nose out, so I need to come back in here for a third layer and kind of define his nose and his like this one. Like I just did his little nose with a little like line down here, and then freckles.
Pepper Jackie said it's the 27th, so it's late this year.
Oh, that's late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's late.
Oh, thanks,
But I mean,
Tracy.
here's the thing. Like, realistically, even though we still have all of the pumpkin pie and all of the things for Thanksgiving, and there are some people who legitimately want still the harvest kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do feel like, you know, the
Like, do most people
algorithm
have their
loves
Christmas tree up
Christmas.
at Thanksgiving dinner?
No, well, yes,
Because
some
I
do.
feel like a
I
lot
think
of people have
actually,
been like, I
who
just put up
was
my
it?
tree.
Sharon said that she does that.
I think a lot
Do you
of people do,
remember?
hey?
But she said
Yeah.
it's because she is the one who hosts Thanksgiving and not Christmas. So, because for
So
her
she gets
family,
it.
she's the host. She wants an opportunity to have people over for the holidays, and she likes having her tree
Right.
up when her family is over. So,
Well, when do you put your tree up?
not until beginning of December.
Yeah. See, for me, that makes sense because then, like, that's why I always struggle with your guys' Thanksgiving because I'm like, wait, so are you decorating your house? Like, do you have Christmas lights at Thanksgiving? I think most
Some
people,
people
well, what
do.
I've seen,
Some
they
people do.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some people do. I am not one of them, but some people do.
Yeah. Okay, I need to erase this, but I'm scared because I just went and wrecked my nose. Oh my god, this is erases
Oh,
buttons.
yeah, I've
It's
never
okay.
done that. I've never used an eraser to erase painting that I've already done.
Oh no, that's my pencil lines.
Oh,
I'm
but still, I
erasing
don't know if I've
pencil.
ever done it over the top of a painting, like that something's already been
Oh,
painted. Never,
oh, I
never
do.
done that.
Yeah, just because I miss lines. That's why I don't like using this eraser because I'll be like, oh, there's another pencil mark. So as long as it's
Okay, so
dry.
Pepper Jackie says, as soon as you see Santa cross the Macy's Day Parade, it's officially Christmas season.
When's that?
Thanks, Katie. So on Thanksgiving, there's the Macy's Parade in New York City, and officially you'll see Mariah singing her song
Oh, right.
on that
Yes.
date. But that being said, the market right now is pushing Christmas,
Well, yeah,
and
there's
people want
Costco
to
pushes
start.
from August.
Well, and I think, yes, but like, I think more than anything, there are a lot of people who want to make Christmas cards right now. Like, they want to start making it before it gets really
Totally.
busy.
Especially
So
if they want to send them out, I think that
correct.
people are
Yep.
sending out internationally. That's what I'm doing because, like, people want to, send internationally. You got to get that stuff. I think you have to, in Canada, I mean, who knows? There's a postal strike, but usually they say
Again?
the first week, yes, there's another one.
What? Again?
I
Oh
know,
my
right? And they do
God.
this every year, and they did it last year, and there was no Santa, letters to Santa, and the country was
Yes.
just like, "Why did you do this to the children? Like, you guys could have done a strike."
Oh my
Anyway, I mean,
God.
I don't know the politics so much anymore, but yeah, they did another post. I think they started it like maybe a month ago, and I'm not sure where it's at. But I was like, "You assholes!" Now there's not going to be anyway. Yeah,
Oh my
there's
God. I
a
had no
lot going
idea.
on that I don't really know, but there's been a lot of like we had a big. I mean, I don't know this as much if you know, but there was a big teacher strike in Alberta, which we
No, I
have
had no idea.
yeah,
You
they've
were
been
like
off. They've been
you're
off
my
for 3 weeks.
Canadian like news guru. Like, I don't know any of that stuff.
Oh yeah, the teachers and the kids basically started
Hmm.
school and they went on strike for 3 weeks. Like,
Whoa.
and they just I think forced them back. Is there any Canadians here? Does anyone know about this? Because they just
Where's
my friend.
Kendra? Kendra would know.
She's in BC,
How dare
so it's a
she?
different state, or province, but she'd probably know.
Yes.
But my friend is a principal in Alberta, so I get all the news from her, and
Mm.
she's just been like, "Well, I'm kind of just skateboarding because I have nothing else to do." But
Oh my
like,
God.
if you were in your final year, if you were in kindergarten, can you imagine like you transition your kids to kindergarten, and then 3 weeks later, they go on strike for a month. It's just so
Yeah, that's
disruptive.
crazy.
Like the timing of it, how they do that is so mean. I'm loving my raccoon.
It's so
His
cute. And you
leaves are
fixed the
so
nose
fun.
okay too.
Yeah, and I haven't
You
gone
made
back
the
in,
nose
but
work.
I think that if you start adding some cool details to your branch and your leaves, we can get some real full feelings with this guy. So I've just put like a little dot in his eye, you guys, if anyone wants to see that. I don't know if anyone's
Yeah,
actually
I
painting
kind of did the
anymore.
same a little. I might make the
Just
outside
did
a
a tiny
little
dot in
lighter.
his eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
add some mixed media over the top just to do
I
some
like
of the
your
marks that
leaves.
you did. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really like adding the more branches. I need to get more green leaves on here
Oh, and you
though.
did do nails. I was gonna say, I think it's cute to add some nails because these guys are
I
scrappy.
love the nails. The nails are
Yeah, they're
so
scrappy.
cute. Yeah. Oh,
Little
they're so
scrappers.
scrappy. Yep,
Yeah. Do you guys
for
have
sure.
raccoons in the city there?
Not in the city, but we have them out. Like I don't see them usually, but occasionally I'll see them as roadkill, which is horrible to say, but that if I see
Oh,
them, that's usually when I see them. I usually see they're somewhere on the thruway and we're hit by a car. But we definitely have
oh,
them.
yeah,
But they're out in the suburbs more,
yeah.
and we are not in the suburbs. I mean, we're in the city version of the suburbs, but I don't have a great
For
one.
some reason, I thought they kind of were kind of like rats, and would trash, come
Oh,
into the city.
they loved going in the trash for sure. But in my community, they are
Not
not
so much.
going through our trash. Nope.
Hmm.
We have rats for that, but we don't have raccoons. I mean, we will have opossums sometimes, but
Yeah, that's what I thought you
again,
told me. So I was like, oh, do you have possums and raccoons? So
I mean,
anyway,
opossums I'm not as worried about because
because you love
they
them.
don't get rabies. They can't get rabies. And they're adorable. But
So
I
I'm
want to
just
make him
whispering.
fluffier somehow. I'm gonna go in, I think, and like make more
Oh
like puffy
no,
parts to
Kristen's
his
painting with
body.
us, and she says mine looks sick and not in a good way.
I mean, maybe it ate some bad garbage, Kristen.
Yeah, maybe he's got a
it's,
bellyache.
it's fine.
I'm
It's
curious.
fine.
Yeah, definitely show us later because
Heidi, you have raccoons, and Heidi's in New York City.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Well,
I
not
actually think
exactly,
I
but
read somewhere that
she's in
they
a
come into
borough.
the city because they're so feral.
Yeah,
I
I
was
have not. I've
curious.
never seen one in where I live at all.
Huh.
So we actually did opossums a while ago, Pepper Jackie. It was opossums
Yes.
versus possums. And
It was
possums
fun.
are native to Australia, and opossums obviously are here in the States. But we did that when did we do that, in August, maybe?
Yeah, that
Is
was
that
fun.
when
It
we
was like
did
a
it?
ringtail possum, I remember, yeah.
Yeah, we all kind of it kind of went haywire, and my opossum tutorial went a little
Oh
crazy.
yeah, yours
And
was the
do
one
you
I did that looked
remember?
like a sheep. Yes, and you know what?
Yes.
I don't throw out paintings. That's not what I do generally. I just keep them. I
But
don't
you
throw out
threw that
anything.
one
I just
out.
file. I've got a filing cabinet and I actually put mine in seasons. Like I'm very organized. I'm very anal organized. But that one I threw. I
Yep.
haven't thrown a
Right in the
painting
trash.
in years. That one hit the trash. I tried to fix it the
You're
next
welcome.
day. It just looked like a sheep. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. That would be a good one to redo because I think what
Yeah.
I did is I went too dark maybe, and then it was fun to do all that dry brushing, but I
I
just
think
should have.
your face was too small. I think the face that you made was too small in that
It
one.
was so feral. So don't worry, Kristen, because I have really botched these animal tutorials.
There
They're
are plenty
tricky.
of tutorials that we have botched. Don't even worry
Yeah.
about not even just our own paintings. Like literally all weekend, I was throwing out paintings. Well, not all weekend, but Sunday is the first time I sat down to do my series this week, and I just painted like crazy all day. And I wanted to die a little at the end of the day. I was so tired because
It's hard to
imagine
pump
doing
out all that in a day because then you kind of get, well, for me, I just get sick of things. I need to walk away and go
yeah,
run some
yeah.
errands and go do my, other
And I
job,
don't
and then I
have the
can kind of come
luxury of
back.
having
I can come back.
and because I don't have daylight to paint in, I don't have the
Yeah, you got to
luxury
get it
of,
done.
I got to get it done. I got to sit down on a Sunday and pump it all out. And I did 7 different paintings, and those were the final paintings. Those weren't the jacked up paintings that I did before then. It was
Yeah.
brutal.
Which ones did you
Brutal.
throw away? Like which animal? Do you remember? Or all of
Definitely the
them?
raccoon. I did a raccoon and it was terrible. I'm trying to think of what else. The chipmunk I was not thrilled with. I'm pretty sure I threw that one away. I did a couple of owls. I definitely did a couple of foxes because those weren't great. Foxes are hard.
Foxes are hard.
They have so much movement in their body, and the hair is so fluffy. It's hard to capture. So this was a chipmunk I did. I'm not thrilled with it, but I kind of like it now looking at it.
Oh, I kind of like that.
I know, but
he's cute. He kind of.
I know, but I was so angry afterwards. I'm like, it looks terrible, but like it doesn't look terrible. But I was not.
No, it doesn't look terrible. But he does remind me of the guy off Ice Age. Is that a squirrel? What is that thing?
Yes. It's
just his face is kind of narrow, like the guy on Ice Age.
Correct.
I don't think that is a squirrel. Is it? Yes, it is.
Okay. I don't know.
It is.
You said it is. I'm not sure.
It's a gray squirrel. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Wait. I have to see. There's conversation happening here.
Someone said that's a chipmunk. Okay. Wait, what's a chipmunk in the Ice Age?
Well, this was a chipmunk, and I'm pretty sure in Ice Age.
Oh, that's a chipmunk. Yes. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out the animal of Ice Age. Sorry,
but
we're going off a bit here
too. Okay, wait, hold on.
No, he's a squirrel.
I have raccoons, but I live in rural Alabama. That's Pepper Jackie, so that sounds about right. Alexis said I 100% threw mine away. I'm sure she's talking about the opossum, PTSD.
Yes, I did. I got trauma.
She said she finished her raccoon, but he's having a crisis. And Pepper Jackie said to Alexis, my spider webs look terrible. I will never post it. I'm guessing that's based off of Alexis's tutorials because Alexis did all of those, like those orb spiders that you don't like. Is that what you're talking about, Alexis? Do you remember the orb spiders she did?
Yes, I hate them. Not hers.
I love that. They're
hate
so
orb
cool.
spiders.
I know, but they're her versions were amazing. I was super into them.
Yeah, they were creepy. They were giving me trauma though because they're everywhere here and they're massive. So I just was like, I would never paint that because I see that and I'm scared every day.
Yeah.
Yep. They kind of live on bridges, like in between.
Like under bridges and stuff. Mm-hmm.
Well, I wish they lived under, but there's this walking bridge in this place in Brisbane. I don't know if Caitlin's still here, but they're up above you. And their webs are swinging above you. And you guys, it's not one, and I'm not exaggerating. This bridge probably had 300 orb spiders, and they're the size of my hand, and they're black and shiny, and they have a little yellow butt, or like a little lime green thing on them. And they're just creepy, and they're shiny. And my husband's always like, they're fine, they're harmless. And I'm like, ew. You have to walk under them on this bridge. You have to walk under the orb spiders. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm never doing that again. So yeah, I've got some trauma with the orb spider. Oh my God, I like your raccoon. He looks a little bit like he's on cocaine, but I'm into it.
He does look very much like
his eyes.
Or, I feel like if those were like a little bit shinier, it would look like it's nighttime and someone flashed their phone at him with their camera on. And he's just like, what? Don't look at me.
What's up? What?
Yeah. Okay, so there's a couple more conversations over here. Oh, Alexa said Australia is built different. So there's that.
It's true.
And this was the masking of the web. And she said the masking went everywhere. My spider web needs therapy. That was Pepper Jackie. I cannot even imagine using masking fluid for a web. That's a lot of masking fluid. And even trying to imagine, I'm sure it looks cool. But for me, I have such a hard time with getting the right the right amount of masking fluid on the paper I either go too thick or I go too thin, and it never looks right whenever I try and do that. So I agree. There needs to be a support group for masking for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think my guy is done. Is my guy done?
I think it's done. Well, mine's done.
Yeah, I think my guy is done. Yeah, he's pretty good.
I just missed what Katie said. Yes, Thanksgiving in Canada is in October, the first week, and then in the States, it's late November. And it kind of makes sense because, they're usually celebrating the harvest, and we have a shorter growing season. Well, I think some of the states have the same growing season, like probably where Christine and me live is probably the same. But then if you were up north Canada, you're harvesting at end August. So it kind of makes sense, but it's also, for me, I've always thought it was very strange how close you guys have Thanksgiving to Christmas. And I've always felt like, why don't you guys change that even to just like the first week of November? Like have it later, but then you have more time to gear up for Christmas, and then people aren't traveling and paying for flights, Like
I hate to say it, but there's no way you're going to convince our country to change a Christian holiday on the calendar. You're never going to do it.
A
Not a
Christian
chance.
holiday? Is that what
It is,
Thanksgiving
yeah.
is?
Well, because think about it. It's from because it's pure. It's based on the quote unquote Puritans, convincing the natives to have dinner with them. Like, it's very much sold as a Christian holiday in a lot of ways.
Oh, okay. I
So,
didn't think about
and
that,
you
'cause I
know
thought it
how
was a
like
Quaker thing.
yeah,
Which
and
is
I mean, there's going to be well, and I mean, maybe it is, but I mean, the Puritans were, Quaker in a way, but there's very much they came here to avoid persecution for their religion. So I don't think Native American groups celebrate Thanksgiving the way Christian groups do. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh yeah, I don't think natives celebrate Thanksgiving. Period.
I mean, why would they? Like,
Why would
let's
they?
celebrate the day that, the people came and spread infection and disease and took our land away from us. I just don't see that happening as much. That's all. Oh, Friendsgiving is good. I actually know a lot of people who do Friendsgiving the day before. And then they all just like party the night before Thanksgiving with their friend people, and then do the family thing the next day. I know a lot of people.
Interesting,
who do that
Angela.
around
Where
here.
are you in Canada? She's saying that because I'm from Canada and I didn't know you were Canadian, but she's saying that they had quite a few protests for Thanksgiving this year in Canada. That's interesting.
Did they really?
The thing for me is I don't do a ton of Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is my birthday weekend. So I have resentment and trauma from being a child and like all having a Thanksgiving feast and then bringing out my birthday cake on pumpkin pie. And I'm like, that's not birthday cake. That's pumpkin pie. Oh, you're in Western Canada. Me too. I'm from BC.
All right. Are we ready to move on to the squirrel? Are we done?
Yeah, I'm done.
With yours? Done. Okay, cool.
I hope everyone had fun with that one. I thought it was really fun to do that in a tree. I think the chunkier, the better on the butt. Because I think my first one was a little bit chunkier. This guy's a little bit shorter, but whatever. They're cute. Yeah.
They are cute. They are cutie. All right. So we're going to finish up our squirrely. This is just, create your layers. Create where you would want them. If you can, make like big, broad brush strokes here. So like in this section, I would like, especially in the tail, I would just start going over the dried areas with just, quill brush strokes, and feel free to go around the outside as well. I did this originally. I got to go back to my painting here. Hold on. I think I made the bottom of the tail over here darker as it was like tucked under. Let me just find it here. Hold on.
I might do some dry brushing on this one, actually.
That's a good idea too. So you can see like in here, like it's a little bit lighter on top. I think I went over it in my Bear crayons to lighten up the top of it, but then did some darker bits on here and over here behind the body. So just so you know, that's kind of what I did.
That's what you're doing. Okay.
And I'm just going to go in and basically throw some loose brush strokes over what's already dry and create like these curvy little fluffy shapes. Okay. Yes, please do, Alexis. She said, ladies, thanks. I'll send you a little picture later so you can see what you inspired at my desk. And Pepper Jackie says, Chelsea Squirrel looks like he's hiding a little secret.
Yeah, he's hiding this gold. He has a gold acorn.
Yep.
He's like, stay away from my
golden
gold.
acorns? Man.
He's got a golden acorn.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, I can hear that Wayne's home. I feel like he's scolding someone right now, and I'm not sure why.
Just you're like la la la.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's how I am. Like staying out of it.
Yep.
What am I gonna grab? All my brushes are wet. What am I doing? I need a dry brush here. Okay.
And I actually did go into the game. Would you follow? No. You know,
Okay. And then I'm just basically spreading this around and just creating very loose brush strokes here.
And when is Hanukkah again? Is that also
that changes all the time.
Changes. So when is that?
I want to say it's the 17th, maybe. I want to say it's like a week before Christmas this year. I could be wrong, but I did look it up. I just don't remember the exact date. I'm sure someone else can look that up. Not that we really, I mean, honestly, the
Oh,
only
I thought
thing we
you
really
guys
do
did
for-
Hanukkah.
We do the candles, and
Yeah.
sometimes Wayne will get everybody a gift, but that's
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, oh, Heidi's has a peanut. That's so cute. I feel like I just want to give him a flower or something. I'm not entirely sure
I think
yet.
he needs to be holding something. I mean,
I know. I just haven't decided what it's
I don't know,
going
he's got the
to
hands for it. He's ready.
be. He does have the hands. My husband is really worked up back there, and I don't know what's going on. But all the kids are in here, so he must be on the phone with somebody. Oh, God, I hate when he's getting mad at someone on the phone. I cannot be in the same room with him when he's doing that.
And he's what?
When he gets mad at someone over the phone,
Oh,
gives me
my husband
anxiety.
does that all the time. Yeah, I know.
I can't. Like, I'm literally like,
I
can
actually
you
tell
not-
my husband to
can you
go
not
sit in the
get
car with his phone calls.
Yes.
I'm tired of it. Yeah.
I know. I'm like,
Well,
dude,
and also my husband's got a very loud voice. Like my husband in general just projects like naturally. His voice is very just like robot. I don't even know what the right word is, but
okay, Pepper Jackie just gave us the date. It's December 15th. I was 2 days off. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I could have been way worse. He is worked up back there. Oh my God. At least it's not the kids. The kids are all in here with me, so it's not them. That's a relief.
so is all your Halloween decorations been taken down?
Yes.
And how long did that take? How long did that take?
Not. He's usually, honestly, he's really good about getting them down quickly.
I bet. I'd like lose
he
it.
does
I'd be like, "Yep,
not.
that."
No, it's honestly, it's for me. It's not even the Halloween stuff as much as our backyard looks terrible during Halloween. Like there's trash everywhere because he doesn't clean up after it right away. He kind of lets it sit until it's all put away. And he already carted it all out with a truck and put it in storage. So it's mostly gone. There's a couple of bits that I've seen. Like there's a couple of ghosts sitting in trees that I don't think he noticed.
Hi, Kendra.
But he had the kids help him with it. So
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I wasn't sure if
Yeah.
you guys kept that.
no, he's
lingering
really
for a
good
week.
about that. No, he's really good about that. My issue is always the backyard because the backyard just looks so terrible.
That's where he stores everything, kind of.
Well, yeah, like he takes it all out, leaves it in the backyard, and then as he's deciding what to put out, he leaves things behind. So he doesn't put everything out all year. And whatever he's left is like literally like trash heaps in the backyard. It's so gross. It's so bad. Okay, so Pepper Jackie has given us all of the dates for every holiday.
Oh my
for
God.
December and January.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Okay.
Kwanzaa is the 26th. Christmas is the 25th. Thank you, Pepper Jackie. And then New Year's Day is January 1st. That's very helpful. It's hilarious. That's so
helpful.
funny.
That is helpful.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess for me, like I always just empathize with Americans because I know a lot of people travel home for Thanksgiving, but then is there that pressure to then travel home for Christmas? Because that's expensive if you're
Yes.
like,
Yep.
on the other side of
I mean,
the
if
country.
they
And
can't
I'm just
afford
like,
to
how
do
do
it,
people
then
do
they
that?
pick one. Yeah, if they can't afford to do it, then they pick one. Or they don't do it at all, right? Like, I've never traveled for the holidays. Most of my family is here. So that's really never been an issue for me, which I'm grateful for that. That's not an added cost for us, but we are traveling this holiday season. So it'll be interesting. I've not traveled.
Just like
over
coming
the holiday
home, even
season
just
in
college
quite
kids,
some time. Yeah.
coming home.
Yeah.
That's expensive if you were like, whatever. If you were from, say, like Washington and you're traveling to Vermont. I don't know. Yeah.
It can be. It can be.
I feel like I'm done. I put like a little white. I need to fix my acorn, but then.
All right. What am I putting in his hands? I feel like I can't do an acorn. You did an acorn.
Do a
Heidi did
flower.
peanut. Should I do a flower? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do a flower.
Like a fall flower. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, let's do that. Do I need to switch up my brush? I might need to. I need something a little skinnier. Let me see. Did I tell you I ended up getting in a Christmas market?
Oh, you did?
So
Nice.
yeah, so that will be. I'm doing it November the Sunday after Thanksgiving. I'm going to mark it, and the following Saturday. So it's December 6th, and I want to say 29th, the 30th. So I'm kind of like in weird panic mode right now, thinking about like, do I have enough product? Do I have enough stickers? I need a working iPad so I can make more stickers. Like all of those things are literally like
It's a lot.
filling my brain with so much stuff. Like I am very overwhelmed right now.
Yeah, I bet.
And still also, working and painting and still putting out tutorials. I honestly don't know how I'm doing all of it. It's just a lot. It's a
Is
lot,
that
a lot.
market still, is it at that same one you've done the market
No,
before?
it's a different one. Nope.
Are they still doing
I
markets?
applied. They are a brick and mortar. So I still have to provide them with some stuff, but they have not been selling a lot lately. And part of like I had made them Halloween crocheted items to sell, and I saw them post something with product and stuff that was selling, and then I went there the other day and I'm like, where's all of my Halloween crocheted stuff? And they're like, oh, well, we'll look for it. And they found it, but they didn't have it out during most of October. And I'm like, dude, like, I don't know if turtles with brain shells are going to sell in November.
Yeah,
you're
like, that's not the vibe.
Literally, I have a week left for you to sell my Halloween stuff. Like I had candy cane spiders and I don't think that's going to sell as well. So like I told them, I'm like, I might need to take some stuff from you guys and try and sell it at this market because I don't know if I'm gonna have enough product for 2 days,
I do that sometimes. I take from, I've got like mostly wholesale, but I do have a consignment store that I will steal from that has like back stock because I'm like, well, it's not wholesale, it's consignment, so I can steal that.
Yep.
And then they don't seem to mind when I do that as long as they have stock in their store.
Right. And I mean, and it's not like I'm taking away my paintings. Like you can keep my paintings. I just need to take my amigurumi. And they were like, oh, we'll make sure to promote it more. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I appreciate
because I haven't seen you
but,
promoting them. So
I need you to promote it more. Like I need you to promote it more than you're promoting it. And, they're nice people. They really are. But I just feel like they have other jobs. And this is like a second job. And
it's not their main.
Heidi is done. So if we want to bring Heidi in, I would love to see
I actually have to go. I'm really sorry. I have an appointment at 11, but you guys can stay on. Let's take a photo before I go.
Okay. I want to make sure I got my little guy in here, though. I'm so sorry. We kept going. It's like an hour and a half, but.
Oh, no, it's fine. I have to leave. And it's like a 3-minute drive, but I have to go pick something up. Oh, that's the original. No, that isn't the original. Oh, that's good.
No, that's the one you just did. Yes.
That's the one I just did. I do like my original just because I left that white nose and he got a little bit gray, but also he's a dirty panda. He's
a dirty trash
panda. He's a dirty panda. Yep. He's a trash panda.
Yeah.
So that guy's definitely been trash diving.
All right. I'm going to see if I can get Heidi in here, but if you have to go, friend, you go.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Bye, Heidi. Okay. Let me see it later. Bye.
Yeah, Heidi, if you go live, just let me know and I will add you in. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'm going to stick around and I'm going to keep working because I want to kind of finish up those eyes a little bit. But Heidi, if you go live, I will add you in and you can show me what you did. All right. So I'm going to just keep working on this. I want to make this a little bit darker underneath. And it's funny because I think sometimes I get caught up in thinking this is wood, and it is, but sometimes the bark looks different than the inside of the wood does. And so sometimes I have to be better about that, making this look more like bark than just like the inside of a wood piece, All right. And I think I'm going to go in here with some mixed media as well and build up some of that tone. Hey! Oh my God. Look at how cutie. The peanut is so good.
Holding the little peanut.
It's adorable, friend. I love it. And the little mushy.
And then I just
A
thought
little
making a little
mushy.
mushy.
Oh my God, that branch is amazing.
I did apples.
I love it so much. It's so vibrant.
Wait, why does it say disconnect from what?
I don't know.
Yeah, I did.
I love it. And the
Yeah.
tree branch, like I like the stump on the side too. That's really cool. Like how you built it up
Oh
off.
yeah, yeah,
Not that it's a
yeah. I
stump.
like this stump too.
There's
The
something about a stump that is so satisfying to paint. I think because it doesn't feel like there's as many rules. Like it
yeah,
feels a bit more
free.
organic. Yes.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
I
So which
agree.
one is your favorite?
I like both. That's the same. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a favorite. They're
I love the red on that branch. The little
the
apples.
yeah the little apple.
It's so cute. I love it so much.
Okay, thank you, Christine.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for hanging.
Bye bye.
Bye. Does anybody else have anything they want to share or show if you were painting along with us? Chelsea had to Scooty Doots, but I'm going to still be here for a little bit longer. And oh, she's back. Yes, she did such a good job. It's so cute. I don't actually know how long the whiskers are on these guys. I just made that. I felt like I made it way too long, but that's okay. I feel like I made it more like cat whiskers, but that's okay. That's okay. I do want to. So when I did this originally, this looks a little bit more, I like the warmer tones in there. So I'm going to see if I can replicate that with my bear crayons. Let me see. Maybe this one? No, let's try this one. We're going to try this pinky peach one. And then I'm going to kind of like move that around a little bit. And then we'll put it in both spots. So maybe a little bit here. And then let's see if I can spread that out. If I can't, I can always go in with paint or with a paintbrush and move it around a little bit. Like that. And then they have whiskers on the top, right? Like I'm pretty sure they have little whiskers up here. Now he looks angry. Oh, well. Oh, well. It is what it is. He's cute, though. He's real cute. And I do like that pink in there, too. I want to put it on his head, though, just to kind of balance it out a little bit. I feel like anytime I do animals, I almost always give them flowers to hold. Is that a problem? I don't know. I feel like I do it all the time. Doesn't really? Because you put whiskers on it? Oh, no. I'm going to put this in here, too. I think this is going to look good, too. God, I love these crayons. I love them so much. You know what? I actually was thinking about doing a mouse, and I never did a mouse for this one. I thought about it, but part of me's like, well, maybe I just save that for Christmas, and I do like a Christmas mouse. I could maybe do that. All right, I'm just going to add some of this in here, too. Once you start, you just can't stop. It's hard to, like, once you start using these bits, and then there's always the whole, are you overdoing it? Yeah, possibly. But it's fun. It's fun to overdo it sometimes. Okay. I think this guy's pretty much done. I'm just going to go in and add a little bit more pencil to some of this. And then I'm going to go see if my husband's still angrily talking to someone on the phone, because it sounds like he is. Dear God. The man should be done working right now. He doesn't sound as angry as he did a few minutes ago, though. He sounds better. Hi, Bird Nerd. Hello. So, guys, if you don't follow Bird Nerd and you're big into birds, you should definitely follow her. She opens her backyard in the mornings and shows, she puts her camera on her phone and she just watches all the birds. And she's so knowledgeable. Like, she shares so much information about these birds that, like, she'll see one from a distance and she's already classified it as whatever the name is of that bird. And I don't think I ever loved starlings as much as I love them now after watching her lives. Like, starlings are gorgeous, and I'm always so, like, into seeing them on her lives because they're such bullies, but they're so beautiful. Aw, thanks for the lightnings. I appreciate you. They're so cool. I love a Christmas mouse. I literally get one every year. I'm basically a catch and release. Pepper Jackie, you're so funny. I know. And so if you follow her, like I said, is it usually in the mornings? Because you were on this morning and I saw you as I was going to work and I'm like, oh, I wish I could stay here for a while. Unfortunately, I was not able to. I had staff development all day and that's never super fun, but it's so cute, right? It turned out pretty good. This was the original and we did a tutorial style today. So this was the one I did on my own this weekend. And then this one, we just kind of amped it up a little bit. Yes, 6:30 CST time. So 7:30 is usually when I'm on my way to work, and that's when I saw it. So, but Chelsea was on with me a few minutes ago, and she taught me how to do a raccoon hanging off a branch, which this turned out really cute. He definitely looks a little bit like he just got spooked, like he got caught making bad choices, and I can appreciate that. Or maybe he thinks people shouldn't be looking at him and being weird. And then this little guy, super cute, which both of these guys have whiskers. I'm finding that most of the woodland creatures seem to, which is interesting, you know? Oh, you watch her birds too? Oh, she's so good. And there's lots of great people who have like live bird backyard times. But I think yours are my favorite, Bird Nerd, because I feel like you just provide like a calming insight and ease at which you present. Like, I just appreciate that about you. All right, so I think I'm done, friends. I think we got our little squirrel done for today for our Woodland Creature Week. We've got our raccoon done, our little trash panda. He turned out way better than I thought he would. I made one earlier this week and it was terrible. And then Chelsea taught me hers and it was so much better. I love your goofy commentary. I love it. I love it. It's so good. All right, so I'm going to scoot because it's 7 o'clock and I need to crochet. Because as I said, I have a market coming up in a couple weeks and I'm in a little bit of a panic mode about it. So I will see you guys soon. I'll be back tomorrow. I usually come on live on Wednesdays around 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It depends on when I drop off my daughter and when I get home. I would say like 5:30, 6 o'clock I'll be on. I'm going to go hang out with my kids who are real loud and noisy. In a good way, though. All right, have a great night, everybody, and I will see you again soon. Thanks so much for hanging. I'm so happy you did too. Bye, guys. I will see you again soon. Thanks so much for hanging. I'm so happy you did too. Bye, guys.